let's slide into celebrity shade.
Ooh, my favorite.
Ooh,
Mine
there
too.
is a lot going on.
When isn't there?
Yeah. Our teleprompter didn't update, so it missed the first one, which was supposed to be the YouTubers getting called out for... Not you.
No, you're safe.
I'm not there yet.
You're safe.
I'm almost there. Even though I do have a merchandise store up available now on teespring.com.
Oh, there you go. Call it out.
That's
yes.
the Rant Pack Marketplace, by the way.
Get that promotion.
I'm telling you.
That's why you're here.
That's what RuPaul does. What does RuPaul do for every episode? By the way, I have got this available, It's smart.
Only on iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
Plug. But back to the YouTubers here. Now, I do know about YouTuber drama because, of course, with the makeup community, there was all that mess with Jeffree and Mandy Moore and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, that was a lot. And then this now is funny because people have been talking about this forever with, you know, you getting sponsors and you asking for people to buy certain stuff. And you said with it being Android phones and they're actually iPhone users.
Yep.
And it's not just that they use iPhones, it's that they're actually promoting the other phone
From their iPhones. Literally. Oh my god, I love my Samsung XYZ LMNOP.
You don't even know
Tweeted
anymore.
from, using Twitter for iPhone. That's exactly what's going on. Marcus Brownlee, who's a very popular YouTuber, he does a lot of tech stuff. He called a lot of people out, including not just YouTubers, but actual celebrities as well. Oprah Winfrey was one of them.
Have mercy.
I mean, that's just one of Oprah's, assistants.
You know it.
Using the wrong phone.
Say it again. That's not even the third level to her. Okay.
Oprah was somewhere on a beach.
Oprah hasn't even seen a phone in like 10 years.
She didn't know how to work Twitter, probably.
What's a tag?
She's like, what's this Twitter? Do I own it? Buy it.
Gail? Listen, because she got time. Oh, hold
that
on.
part.
Breathe again.
Yeah, but he called out all these people, including our beloved Gal Gadot.
So sad.
For tweeting, how do you pronounce that fucking phone? It starts with an H. It's like Hawaiian. It looks like a Hawaiian word.
Oh, Hawaii? Is it the one that's like Huawei?
Yes, that.
I think it's Hawaii. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I pronounce everything wrong on this show.
All the time.
It just
Names,
seems
everything.
like that would be what I would call it. The Hawaii. Or Hawaii.
Mechaleki High Mecha Heiny Ho.
Hey!
She was promoting them from her iPhone.
Okay.
Which, who never told these people that there's a tag saying what app you're using to tweet and to Instagram?
Well, you can take that off, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they clearly did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people.
And Gal blocked his ass after he called her out on social media.
She's the Wonder Woman.
Well,
there and said blah blah.
He just gave a little bit of lasso of truth. I mean, she should be used to it.
It's the truth, though. If you're going to promote something, also have that device as well. I remember when Beyonce had that Samsung phone a long time ago with that commercial.
Oh, yes.
Let's be real. Girl was not rocking no goddamn Samsung. So, here it is. I used to have an Android. I went to an iPhone. I never turned back. That's what most people do. They never go back. Either way, please promote the right thing and have the
Why don't these people just send them the product they're promoting and say only use our device to promote our product? That way none of this ever happens.
Just log in and tweet from the device.
Not that difficult. You log into your Twitter from that device.
Well,
who's
as
getting
we
paid
said
to manage these people?
many
That are
times
letting
on the
these things
show,
slip up?
people are not always smart. So
People are very less
The
than
words
smart.
of Tatiana, choices.
Yeah, again, you're probably at that level. I'm sure it was just an assistant, blah, blah, blah. But
David?
then, okay,
That
so
assistant's fired now.
If these companies are going to... Here's my thing. If you're going to do a promotion or whatever with a celebrity, why would you rely on a celebrity to actually do anything for you? Like, why isn't the company just fucking doing it them fucking selves?
Exactly.
Because...
Get a campaign, shoot a picture, post that shit.
Whew. I mean, celebrities are terrible. They're the worst. Like, they're not going to do shit.
They
for
really
you.
are.
No.
Almost.
Most.
I'm not with them on this one. Some people I'm still want to meet, but unfortunately, sometimes when you meet your hero, it's not what you want it to be.
We've talked about that in the show before.
Yeah, that definitely does happen. Hold on, I'm being attacked by cords.
Are we okay? Are you okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. What were we talking about?
Chords.
Phones,
No.
chords,
back.
Gal Gadot.
Electronics.
Yes.
People.
Things. Meanwhile, did you all see Monique versus Steve Harvey this week?
Who didn't see that?
On the Steve Harvey show,
Oh, yeah.
where he invited her as a guest and then yelled at her when she
I love it. And then he yelled at her. Girl, did you see her face when he grabbed her?
Oh, that was a snap.
She said,
She was
"Huh!" Like,
hold on,
that was an angel going, now, this could be the moment.
Well, when I saw that moment when he grabbed her hand and she snatched it away, the first thing I thought was, did he just grab her hand? And then she looked like, did he just grab my hand?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the behind the scenes stuff with that too? With
No.
Oh.
So the if you don't know the backstory to all this, Monique used to be an actress because she's been blacklisted in Hollywood for so long.
Now she just gets paid during the for the talk show circuit.
I am going to.
So this all started with Precious, right? Precious was the thing that sort of set, right?
Yeah.
So
she
she
worked
did
with
the
Lee
movie
Daniels.
for very little money, but it was an opportunity for her to, show her talent, blah blah blah. Then they wanted her to do this whole press promotion and all this stuff, and she was like, "Well, where's the money?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the money?"
Yeah.
Because everyone else was doing it not for money. So
Yeah,
she wanted money, which is understandable for your time, but I think when you're thinking about everybody else not doing it, you would just be a part of that
And typically
group.
you go on press junkets and whatnot.
Yeah.
As part of
as
your
part
contract.
of your contract. You
Yes.
don't typically get paid for it. I mean, you get paid your $400 stipend to go on a talk show or whatever, but that's just...
Right, that's different.
Well, this
But
was the beginning of that.
She was demanding
So
actual
that was sort of the beginning of her
payments.
whole, because she had a falling out with
Lee, and then
Oprah.
Oprah got involved, and Tyler got involved.
Everyone got
Oprah,
involved.
that's 2
Every
times.
black
Oprah.
person in power got involved.
The
Something
HBICs.
happened. Yeah. And they all got in a room and were like, "Monique, sashay away."
In their black Illuminati room.
But then, it came to that Netflix deal again, where she got brought back up after that whole incident. And then she wanted more money because they were only offering her such a small amount. And then it became this big deal about her being a black woman. And then black men, say Dave Chappelle, getting that for a large sum. And then others as well coming in, and then say Amy Schumer, saying, "I'm a woman too, take me," but her being a white woman, she got a larger amount.
Yes, even though she had like 4 failed films under her belt.
Girl, say it again for the register, please.
Just saying.
God,
And that was Monique's point, actually.
Right.
So she's been on
she
this.
really has been, blacklisted. I mean, she basically was,
Because she spoke
put
her
on
truth.
the,
Yes.
do not, like the block list. Like,
Yeah,
shit. So she went on Steve Harvey to, I guess, address the whole thing, and he was someone who, sort of was publicly walked away from her. And I mean, if you didn't see the video clips, wow.
They were going at it.
So here's the gig.
Like, did they not have a conversation before they got on stage? Because it seemed super awkward at some point.
Very tense, very real.
We got an edited version of that because they actually physically fought.
Wait, what?
Okay, let me give y'all the tea.
Oh,
let me get. I'm glad I'm here.
We're good for some inside sources, and we have one now. Normally, we can't even reveal the sources.
Before this even took place, and I know my Black Twitter family, you with me on this one, they were talking about this. They said that there was a huge fight between the two. It became to physical blows, like all of that. They had PAs involved. Everybody came in. It was a huge deal. What we saw was an edited version of what happened. We did not get the whole thing. Them off camera on the mic, fuck you, this, fuck, all that. It got nasty. So, that is allegedly what was said, but I'm telling you, you can tell from the edit. It's like, it got worse. It got much worse than that. It got very personal. But my issue was what Steve was saying to Monique about the shucking and jiving type of bit that I didn't really care for. I understood
I saw both sides, but damn.
It's the way he approached her on it that I didn't find... I felt it disrespectful. versus it being like, let me talk to you about what you need to do to come back to this game.
Yeah.
It was like, you need to do all this. I was like, now what is all this shucking and jiving and shit? So basically you're telling her to be a coon. And we don't need that. We've already seen enough of that, Steve. Is that right?
He basically just said, stop having integrity, stop standing up for stuff, shut the fuck up, put your head down and make it up to
It
eat.
was like, make the money. It was basically like, just put your head down, make the money. You know, just take the money.
Which I said before.
And, wow.
I've always said, don't let your emotions fuck with your money. However, don't be a fool.
Get the check, but don't be the fool.
There you go.
It is. Because you know when you're going to be the fool, but you know when the money's going to be, well, this is not that much. But when it comes down to your personal feelings and how you are as an individual, what you believe in, you don't let those rights go.
No.
Because then if you do, you're susceptible to anything. So I felt Monique, but Steve, I didn't appreciate that approach. That was rude.
That hand grab. That was when I was like, whoa.
You felt like someone's,
hold up.
like the son and your mama was right there. It's like, no, hold on,
Right,
friend,
like,
what
hold
you
on,
do?
like,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No.
Did you watch them? Wait.
What we're doing. She snatched it though.
Oh yeah, she was ready. That ponytail push. What? Not today, Harvey. Not today. Shameful.
Yeah, it went there, and I was like, wow, were they not like expecting this? Did they not? I just didn't. Did he really think he was gonna have her on his show and just, you know, speak to her in a manner and put her right?
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Like,
Oh,
is that
say-
what he
absolutely,
thought?
Just like
absolutely
that
did.
again.
He's-
Put her
That's who he is.
right. That was what was the issue.
He had the mentality of, I have my platform, my audience. You're on my show, and I'm going to say what
Even
I
though
want,
it
and
hurts
I'm
being
going to get
canceled.
applause
Hurts.
because my producer is going to make everyone clap for me because you're on my show, and that's the power of suggestion. Is that when even if you think something might be a little skewed, if there's an applause, and that's why they do it, it
Or they
sways
just
you to
add it
believe
in
something
anyway.
is okay.
It's fucking TV, so.
Child, the ratings are failing. The show's gonna be canceled soon. We know you, Steve. It's okay. You were trying to get something going. Bye, boo, boom.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
speaking of some other shade, Mandy Moore versus Ryan Adams, not to be confused with Bryan Adams, the Canada's sweetheart.
Yes. Robin Hood,
yeah.
1992.
Everything I
Lovely
Do.
song.
Who
yes.
is Ryan
That's it
Adams?
for you. Ryan Adams is an independent musician, like indie slash signed to a major label.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, almost there.
Hipster artist, basically.
Yes.
okay.
Who's definitely
I'm
had his hits, and
I'm so down to earth and yada yada yada. Please look at my distressed Prada boots.
right.
John Mayer a long time ago. Got
Yes.
it. Okay.
So Mandy Moore
Wow.
and Ryan used to be married, and then if anyone sort of follows Mandy's career, that's when she sort of disappeared in a blip off
Literally.
the radar. And for the longest time, he, according to her, was very abusive and was always like saying like, you're not a real, you know, singer, you're not an artist, you don't even play an instrument, you know. Meanwhile, like, she's been in fucking Disney movies as the princess and sang the songs also. So he basically held her career back and was very abusive, and so she came out with this whole it was not an interview, it was a piece that she wrote, and it turns out the FBI are actually investigating him, not for that.
I'm like, is this like a white R. Kelly situation?
I had to
Is he
turn-
holding people
That's
hostage?
Right.
where it went, because he has been messaging like a 14 or a 15-year-old.
Oh,
and
what?
here's what he does is he tells these girls he's gonna get them into the industry
He's
if they fuck him.
R. Kelly!
And then
he's
when
the
they
white
do
R.
fuck
Kelly.
him,
Oh Jesus!
I don't know how long this has been going on, but it certainly hasn't been going on for more than like a year or two. So meanwhile,
he's hipster R.
just
Kelly.
like we said about R. Kelly, as soon as the white people get involved and the white girls are getting victimized, the fucking FBI,
Right, the FBI is all
is
over it.
right there.
It took 25 years and a
More.
fucking special.
More,
And
yes,
It
for
took
R.
them
Kelly.
chasing you like candy to get the
It's
FBI
still not
involved.
the FBI.
child.
R. Kelly is like a local thing.
Yeah, it's like, the
It's all
Atlanta police
happening
are
in
investigating.
Chicago or whatever.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine how many people are actually, like, we hear these two, but you know there's more.
Oh yeah.
Like, way more than that going on. Oh my god, I can't.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's the oldest story where someone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make you famous."
Star.
Oh,
We've
you
seen
have to.
fame.
And
Coco.
Yeah, and then it never
Never pans out.
materializes.
No.
So
Until their OnlyFans account.
well,
I mean,
yes.
That's a different show.
girl. Ooh. Skip.
And then our final verses for Celebrity Shade, but trust me, we still have more. Our final verses is Monet versus Trinity.
Oh.
Trinity what again?
I always was calling her Trinity the Truck.
Why would you think that
no
that
one
would
has
be
corrected me.
anyone's drag
No
name,
one
though?
has corrected me. I was like, maybe because
Rant
she's
pack,
probably-
don't
her
attack
voice
him.
kinda, I don't
Don't
know.
attack her. Trinity the Tuck Taylor. Trinity the Tuck.
So they were the final two on All Stars,
Mhm.
and in what seemed to be a very bizarre finale, they were both crowned the winner.
Bizarre meaning that magically the show just happened to have an extra $100,000 for a cash prize for that laying around so that they could have conveniently a tie between two people.
That wasn't used for the season 11 reveal budget, but you know, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, or like just the way it was shot and the way it's disappeared, like sort of slapped together.
RuPaul speaking, and we're now focused on Monet and Trinity, but we don't see RuPaul actually say the words. It's like, what just happened? And then you film them separately winning, which you always do.
Yeah.
We
Right.
understand that.
Right.
But the cut piece, like it's a comic book, and I'm witnessing this happen in two different multiverses. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Right, you'd think if they were gonna pull a big surprise ending like that, they would both
Film
be
it
crowned
together.
at the same
Yeah.
time. So that's very strange to me that they would do that. Let's see what's happening on our Instagram, because we threw up a poll on our Instagram. Again, it's Richie and Wes, if you're not following us, which you really should be.
Now available on YouTube.
Ooh, it's split 50.
Oh shit,
50.
it is.
It was way ahead for Trinity earlier.
Who
actually.
thinks that they should have won?
Yes.
Oh, let's have this conversation.
So let's
Yeah,
do
you
it.
enlighten us, because we
Let's
haven't watched
do
the
it,
show
please.
this season.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and do the run through. For those who know me, you already know how this is. We're going to do this in a quick 2-minute run. Basically, the season was full of girls that were considered filler queens, except for Manila Luzon, who everyone expected to win the season because, hello, legendary status. Latrice Royale was in there because, hello, that's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Latrice did not perform too well. People was kind of upset about that. G came in there with the trans notion because she wanted everybody to be trans aware.
Mm-hmm.
What we didn't see behind the scenes is that RuPaul and her were fighting. And that's why she wasn't given that double Shantae, is what I heard. Gag on that. Now, Farrah was gone because they need the Valentina reference to happen. You know how that was with their season 9. Did you ever watch the season 9?
No, I haven't watched the last.
So
We
they-
haven't watched it in a few seasons. We sort of keep up on
No!
social media,
Yeah.
and we see clips, and we
No!
see like things like I kept hearing people do that. Miss
Vanjie, that was season 10. She's
And-
back for
and
season
that was
11.
like-
Next season, I saw
Yeah.
Finally, I was like, okay, I understand this reference, but I.
that.
Basically, everyone was upset with the top 4 because of an elimination. When Manila was eliminated, they felt it was unfair because people wanted to think that the show is based on track record, but it's All Stars. This is Game of Thrones shit. If you're in the bottom 1 week, you can go home no matter how good you've been.
Yeah.
Based on who wants to take you out because they need to get rid of the competition. So we get to the finale. They do Super Queen, which is a great up-tempo song, but they don't do Super Queen up-tempo. They do mid-tempo acoustic version with Trixie Mattel
What?
on the guitar. It was weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And then everyone performed their own verses and did their own tracks. After that, it was Monet and Trinity. It was like, okay, they performed Fighter by Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
Okay.
Good song.
Yeah,
Yeah, great
that's a good
song.
one.
They both did great. I'll give them that. Trinity was more of a, if you went to a show on a Saturday night and it was a good number and you had to pay to get in, that kind of shit.
Okay.
Monet was giving you more so comedy queen because she had a kitten wig on, took off the bang and another wig was underneath it. Hilarious. And then she started going into facial, so it was like, okay, we have comedy here, we have serious routine. Boom.
Cool.
So after that, it's like, honestly, the majority of people felt that Monet won the lip sync because she was giving you a little bit extra. But then it goes, I have an announcement to make. Cut camera.
Oh, Jesus.
For the first time in Drag Race history,
Oh, Lord.
we have 2 winners. What? Now, mind you, all the fans too, while I was live streaming this on Instagram, were just like,
And then this one, like the normal season is done in front of an audience, but the All Stars is always just like, I've always found the end, because I did watch one season of All Stars, I always found the end to be a little like, and you won the end.
well, they did that with season.
Like, wow.
They did that with seasons 1 through 3 at
Yeah.
first because they weren't, the budget wasn't there to get an audience going. But then 4 happened with Sharon Needles and that popularity was up there.
Right.
Let's get the crowd involved.
Right.
So with All Stars, I agree. I wish they would involve us a little bit more with that. And then also I need a reunion because they don't do reunions for some reason. They did it for 2 years. But then Fifi
those
didn't show
are
up.
good.
So
I remember that.
that was one of the best moments ever in Drag Race history. Oh, the crack. But yeah, this season was kind of a letdown just because we wanted 1 winner. And 2, we always thought about it, but it's not as satisfying because now the conversation is, well, who deserved it more? Versus they both deserved it.
Well, also, our friend Matthew Rodriguez for Out Magazine wrote a piece about why Monet should have won. And basically, and
if the lip sync, yes, she definitely
and
won.
Some of the history of Drag Race, when you crown, I mean, I don't mean to make everything racial, but when you crown
But we're about to go there.
But when you crown certain queens, everyone's like, yay, she won. But when it's historically been season 1, season 2, a black queen, people are like, why are they winning? Oh, well, RuPaul is just, right?
Wow.
That's
my wig! Oh, my wig!
Right?
It was shifted up, man.
Okay,
the
thank
audience,
you.
the reaction to, not fans of the show per se, but
You gained some new fans with my people because they're gonna be like, he's coming to the barbecue. But honestly, it's
You're
the
invited
truth.
to the Drag Race cookout, Wes.
Baby, they wore Bob the drag queen out when Bob won. They BBY. Tyra, well, you know,
It's
Tyra
true,
had a
well,
bad attitude, but at the same
I
time,
agree.
Tyra still deserved that win, honey. I'm sorry. She worked her ass off season 2.
Oh, I hate her though.
She had a little rough time, but I love that Southern drag. You know I'm from the South, so.
and I thought she was the one I emotionally connected to. So, honestly,
To
like,
Tyra?
If you're gonna call me bitch, call me Miss.
for the
Bitch.
show, for the edit in the show, and the way.
Well, thank
she
you
was-
for tuning into the Thank you for tuning
Oh,
to the
no!
Matty Rants and Westopher
I
show.
can't.
Richie has left the building. I'm sashaying away right now.
Your team Raven was robbed. I can't. I live for Ty, but I don't live for when she goes into these crazy Azalea Banks moments. Not bringing her into this because I don't want people attacking me again like they always do when I bring Azalea Banks up. But yeah.
Oh, it's fine. The Beehive hasn't killed us yet.
Wait,
Fuck.
the Beehive.
And now we're gonna be on video.
Damn it.
Now they know what you
Comments
look like.
have been disabled. You don't know.
No, you can't let that happen.
Gosh.
You know I let my comics roll, so you're gonna have to take it. Now they're gonna get you. They know what you look like now.
And they know what we look
Welcome
like.
to the
Damn
YouTube
it.
world.
Fast forward a year from now, I'm having a Demi Lovato moment. This is why I can't be on Twitter.
Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of Demi Lovato,
Oh.
remember when she left Twitter and then came back to Twitter and then Twitter?
Dragged her ass about 21 Savage.
Because, you know,
Now Demi's back in rehab.
Look what you guys did.
Guys,
Taylor Swift sitting somewhere.
this is okay.
Cackling like.
Yes.
Ooh, look what you made her do. Look what you made her do. Look what you made her do. Look, she's in rehab. Yes, you did.
Ooh.
You got her in rehab. No, I'm not going to say that about Demi. I love some Demi. I like their last album. 4 songs on it. I enjoyed some of the album. I'm going to say that I think where people mess up, especially celebrities, if you're going to talk or say some bullshit about some situation that's not sensitive, that's actually very sensitive, don't meme, don't gif it, don't do any of that. It's not a joke. Like, him getting deported or however that whole situation took place is not funny.
But
like,
she wasn't even laughing at that. She was laughing at the memes about him being British.
That's what I'm saying. You can't, like,
But
don't
my
even,
thing-
like,
why-
chime in.
She
like,
needs to like take 10 seconds to think, could this be misconstrued as being problematic because
That's what
I'm on
saying.
this platform?
Like,
no.
And they're like, you know what?
Say
Let
when
me
Nicki-
laugh in
Seriously.
private to all these memes about him being British. That way, no one's gonna, because you know she's gonna get attacked.
save it and share it with your friends in a private message with your
Like
iPhone.
the 2 of them that you have now.
But
Share
don't
it with them.
Yeah.
2 of them. Woo! Face dead. There. She just needs to not be so public with it. Just like when Nicki likes something or when someone likes something and it's about something negative of another artist. What are you gonna do? Ooh, girl, that's shade.
Yes.
So don't stay off Twitter.
You know
well,
what
and
I
it
call
also
it?
seems to really personally affect her a lot.
Yeah.
So like she's just one of those people who shouldn't do social media.
Kanye
You
West.
know, I always just say,
Okay.
there's a good solution. There's a good solution to all this. It's called a scroll past. You see something, you want to double tap it. You know what? I'm in the public eye. Someone's gonna screenshot this, and let me just scroll on past.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
That's what
chuckle
I do
if I'd like to scroll.
I do that
past.
with Twitter nudes. Continue to
Scroll
scroll past
past.
because I know people can see what
Yeah.
I like and shit.
Uh-huh.
So the last thing it needs to be is some extra long. So I'm like, we're
Like
gonna
when Tosh
continue
Mowry
on.
liked all those muscle men and
Right.
someone screamed.
I do love it when Chrissy Teigen
No one was
does
shocked.
it, though. When Chrissy
I like
Chrissy
Chrissy.
Teigen, when she does it,
I'm still saying it's Tegan.
I
don't
say
care what you
Tegan,
say.
too.
I don't believe
Don't
you.
they all
You
say
mispronounced
Tegan?
everything. No, he
I
corrected
do
Tiger.
me.
mispronounce everything.
He corrected
she
me last
said
week.
it's Teigen.
But they
She
always
was
say
drunk.
Tegan. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Why
watch
isn't
some-
it Legend?
I don't even know.
I'm just
How do
kidding.
they introduce her on that fucking lip sync show she's on?
I don't know. I would actually.
I only watch the clips of that show.
I would-
like everything else,
exactly.
I watch the 3-minute video. And
I
don't
can't
watch the
take it
fucking
because
show.
I feel it borrowed from Drag Race.
But I love it.
I'm
I do.
quiet with that one. Like really, like a lip sync battle show. Like you saw the popularity from Drag Race, and then you made like
I
straight people
never
right
made that
out there.
connection.
Oh,
but
yes.
it's
Yeah,
totally right.
absolutely. They
Yes.
stole completely
Yeah, you're
from Drag
totally
Race.
right.
And you
Mhm.
know they're owned by the same people now because that's on TBS. and
That's
it's on VH1.
right.
I know where the coin goes. You still haven't hired me, VH1.
I hope RuPaul is getting some of that money
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yet.
Say that
Yet.
again. Because I've been trying to tell them I have great stuff I would love to produce and write for them because they need some more stuff. So.
Well, we know
But no,
Hollywood is
they stole.
listening to our show.
Because you talk about something
every week.
We say something,
We're like-
and then magically, the next week or two, something happens.
Even when we're like, please don't reboot The Craft. They've rebooted The
The
Craft.
Oh, craft cheese.
Ooh.
Next. I can't. Ugh. Blah.
Okay, speaking of shade on social media, and people who maybe... Actually, I kind of like Nicki Minaj on social media. She's fucking nuts.
Especially when she got Tommy Loren together, child.
BET, for whatever reason, decided to tweet that Cardi B had snatched her weave by winning a Grammy.
I have a
And then
question.
Nicki
Who's
Minaj-
getting paid money to run these social media networks for these
They're
large
not getting
companies?
paid anymore.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
getting paid
no.
anymore.
They're on the street now.
Because, bitch, what?
What was that? So Nicki was like, "Oh yeah, you know what?
Now
I'm heading your tour this summer. Oops, no, I'm not."
I also think she's not doing the awards either, if I'm
Yeah, I
correct.
think
She's
so.
pulled out.
I don't blame her.
That's
And,
what he
and
said.
she's been a big part of that.
And I blame her for a lot, but I'm not blaming her for this.
So it makes sense though. You're gonna disrespect me, and that's on that, not from just one person's page, but from BET.
Yeah,
That-
a network.
And she's been a big supporter of BET.
Uh-huh.
She's done the tour before.
They give her awards,
Right.
They give her awards, so she
They make her
goes.
cabinet not empty.
not the Grammys. Okay.
Right. So it is a little weird that
I
they
said
would-
it. I'm gonna get attacked, but that's fine.
No, I don't care. I hate the Grammys.
I was really upset. Okay, I thought we were gonna talk about that today. The Grammys. The size. Really, girl? Like, so many sides. I can't talk about it. I watched it. I was upset. I got on Twitter. I made like a whole sentence about it. I was like, fuck it.
One whole sentence.
Yeah, I was just like, this is ass, and then I was just done. Yeah, Grammys.
Yeah, I really used to love the Grammys. Like, I don't know where it
What's up
sort of
with Dua
started to
Lipa?
get weird, but like,
Performance was weird.
who is she?
She had.
I just like literally every time I get on
she's-
social media, it's like she's getting her own wax figure.
Okay,
I'm
look.
like,
Why?
what is this?
She's okay. So she's one of those artists, and this is a sign. This is a sign that we're getting old. To be quite honest with you, she's one of those people where I'm like, who the fuck is this person? And then like their song comes on, and I'm like, and I'm singing.
It's a
And
bop.
I'm like, who sings this? I'm like, oh, this is who
Girl.
that person is. Oh, okay.
It was
we'll
the
collide.
woman who was with her, whose name I don't know, who was like off key for the entire whatever performance. I don't know if that was the thing that was on her neck or whatnot, or if that was is that a group or if it's one person. I didn't understand. But she started singing, and I was like, and she had the guitar, and it was off key. And I was like, so are we supposed to hear bad music for the next 2 minutes here? Then this little baby comes out here. I was like, is she
You're like,
chewing
what?
gum? What is happening? Cardi B, I don't know. Child, your necklace fell. You kept it up, baby. I was here for it, but honestly, that wasn't a Grammy performance. That was an MTV and a BET performance.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
agree.
Her, I was very happy you won, but that was for an EP and that was for an album category. Grammys, what the fuck? Janelle Monáe got snubbed on that one.
I can't really think of too many memorable Grammy performances, though. I feel like they're either super serious.
Dolly Parton it was nice to see her up there singing in keys still, and them jugs are sitting high and heavy.
Always.
I'm always here for Dolly.
Everywhere.
Oh, yes.
Who isn't? And if
Dolly
have you seen Dumpling? Have you seen that?
I have not seen it yet. I heard it's great, though.
Watch it.
I really want to.
You're gonna like it. It's a feel good. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I really want to see it just because of the Dolly Parton drag queens, and I fucking love Dolly.
Ginger did good.
I saw her at the Hollywood Bowl, and she was fucking amazing. It was literally her playing guitar, two other musicians. One guy was on keyboard, another guy had bass, and then they just had like a little synthesized drum.
What?
She was so enthralling for the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
Such a storyteller. Like, you just could not.
I gotta
she
see her.
sat
I
down
gotta
for
see
like
her.
5 songs
I need
to play
her
this
and
little.
Sade, them two.
Just amazing. You could not take care of.
You can see Sade in about 25 more years when she decides to
No,
reemerge.
she's gonna come back on tour soon because she's
Oh,
releasing
is
an
she?
album. Yes.
Has it been 25 years from
Child,
the last
listen,
one?
she released some singles and something's happening for The Lion King that's coming up too. So she's
Okay.
like preparing new music. So
She's
I'm
like,
ready.
she's so interesting. She's like one of those rare breeds of like moles that like just emerge themselves
I love artists
like once
like-
every 10 years
Right,
for
like,
5 minutes.
Yes.
And then
It's breathtaking. You're like, she's
goes-
gone. Where'd she go?
Like David Bowie. David Bowie wasn't a prolific. I mean, he had many albums, but
Yeah.
he wasn't like right after another. Like,
Yeah.
who's
True
You
artist.
know, 3 in a like 5-month span, like Ariana Grande.
Grande.
Like, Jesus
I
Christ. girl.
almost said we're not having a moment where an album failed and we had to bring another one to pick it back
Again.
up. Yet you win a Grammy for that album, which I was confused about, sis. Confused!
Yeah.
And then you said all that bullshit on Twitter. And then you had to apologize and take it back.
There's a lot going on there.
Uh-huh.
Her and Demi. Girl, she didn't check into rehab though, because that man's still long. Oops.
Yet.
Guys, did you know that Last Call with Carson Daly was still on the fucking air?
Nope. I forgot he even existed.
Who's Carson?
He...
No, I know who Carson I watch TRL.
I'm like TRL.
I'm 32. I'm old enough.
He does the voice, which you would know
Does
who
he?
Carson is if you were older.
Wait.
If you were older, because it's
He
grandmas.
hosts The Voice, really?
Grandmas and moms and dads that watch The Voice. So yes, Carson Daly is the host of The Voice.
I stopped the
Oops.
singing competition
Yeah.
thing because it's kind of hard to deal with all the
Meanwhile,
wailing.
he's had the show on. It is ending. He has finally decided to end it. He's probably like, look,
He did?
Look.
Wait.
Well, this is my last
It's 2
call.
a.m. I'm tired of this. No one comes on here. I can't have Brian McKnight for the 7th time. Let's do this. No shade, Brian. I love your music. But
Wait, so what's his show? I'm confused.
It's basically
It's
like
like a
the
2
late
a.m.
late show. Like
Okay.
late, and it's so budget. It's so budget.
I would
which is
hope
why
so.
it's been on forever.
You
Because
can hear the band in the background.
Yeah,
type
you
of
can.
budget. Yeah.
It's like the air conditioner's on tonight.
It's like this.
I've seen Carson get skinnier and skinnier as this, years.
Oh,
go
yeah,
on,
that's-
too.
I
It's
like
been
him fluffy.
weird. I did too.
I used to think he was so cute back at TRL, and I was like, ooh.
And
who's
now
this
he looks
man?
like that
Oh.
guy if you saw in the dark you would scream.
Like that movie
Yeah.
Thinner when that Kurt's like,
Yes! Oh,
Well,
horrible.
he became a father, which was his first mistake. That
Oh, there
always,
you go.
That
Wait,
always
wait.
sucks the life out of you. Sucks the life out of
gonna
anyone. It's
exit
the worst
from the
STD.
screen.
But I have heard, even though Carson used to be really, really wild, I have heard that he is now really evolved into someone who does a lot for, especially fans, and like hooks people up. And
Didn't
hooks
he date
listeners
Tara Reid
up.
for a while?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
This all just came back to me.
American.
I
Do
said he
you
used to be
remember
wild.
that era? Like American Pie when Jason Bateman had True Work.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he was a host on the Wendy Williams show. Did you see that?
No.
The gag.
When is she coming back?
Possibly
I
never.
almost said something really mean, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I hope
Thank
not.
you.
I hope she don't come back. Wendy, You got caught in your bullshit, girl. And now karma is real, honey.
It takes a while sometimes.
Ooh, but
it'll get you.
The Father found you. What I will say, Sherry Shepherd did a good job.
I thought Wendy Williams was sick.
Well, hold on, baby.
Okay, remember
we did not discuss this.
Honey.
Remember like maybe 30 episodes ago when we talked about her expose when her husband was cheating with the mistress and all that.
Yes.
And have a house.
Well, right before all this happened with her sickness, the mistress apparently is pregnant, and there's been an even further expose which fits with all the timelines about how the mistress actually has a boyfriend, and and Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams' husband, has been paying for basically both of their lifestyles to keep everything on the hush.
The house is in their name, not just his name, their name. Wendy's name.
And also, Wendy's fall, allegedly, you taught us very well, Wendy, allegedly is due to him abusing her, not her being dizzy in the house, but they would get into physical
concussion
situations to where it went too far this time.
So she said it was Graves' disease, which I do believe she does have.
No, she does have Graves' disease.
Right, but it's more so when that moment happened, she was like, it got really hot. I said, now, Wendy, you've been doing this for quite some time. Mm-hmm. And you even yourself come out there looking like the letter P in them outfits. Mm-hmm.
Which she probably proclaims, mind you.
Yes.
Not shade. She says that about herself.
So, I wish she would put some hips in. I'm sorry. If you're going to do that with your chest, please make it managed. Like, make it actual shape.
Hips in.
Please, girl. Because that top
are gigantic.
It looks... It doesn't look natural.
Of course it's not natural.
No,
come on.
But I mean, I just want some rhythm to the nation. She's giving me nothing. No Jackson for the Janet. But yeah, I don't want Wendy to come back because I think Wendy needs like a moment, like 5 years of just not being seen, and then maybe she has like a radio thing come back again because that's what she can't. That's where she came from. But
she definitely something happened after that expose, and things were rumbling. And she's already gone on record, her team, saying that she will not address what's been going on when she comes back.
The team don't want her back. That article was
that part.
Shade. They said, we don't.
So it seems like a lot of karma's happening. Because you know damn well this is happening to anyone else, she'd be talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. It's so funny. But it's so funny. Mm-hmm. Like, you, girl, have brought this up. But I hope you get better, Wendy, if that's what's happening.
Get well soon.
And if not.
Anyone in an abusive situation like that, I mean, what's so crazy to me is, like, we sort of touched on this with Mandy Moore and Adam's situation, was that, he's abusive, and it's so, even though in this scenario, Wendy is the one that's in the spotlight or whatever, like, it is so common. Like, even look at fucking Cardi B and her ass of a man. Like, that is still, that's her problematic area. You know what I mean? And there's so many of these toxic relationships that just twist people around. Girl.
But you got to think about this with Cardi's relationship. That's crazy for the toxic part. He's the person that got her album, wrote pretty much all of it, got it produced. That Grammy, technically, if you really...
Well, he was up there.
Well, he was everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost
he
like...
He was a fucking Fiji girl for Cardi B at the Grammys. He was just there.
It's like, in that situation, while that's really all jacked up, he did bring that to her. Mm-hmm. That fame and that power is now... It's weird. But now I feel like, now Cardi, you can, honestly, because it's you now, sis, Offset's cool, but let's be real. You can find other producers. You can find other writers.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't gotta work with him. He's not the issue. Migos ain't gonna be around as long as y'all think they are.
Exactly.
Unless you're talking about a dish with...
And she got popular on her own at first anyway because of personality. Is what it was. So
let's talk about love and hip-hop. What was the reason?
Which I tell you,
if we beef and we beef.
Smart girl. She's been herself since day one, like it or hate it. And knew when to leave things besides men when it was needed.
Yeah.
And
got a Pepsi commercial with Monet.
You know what? That Pepsi commercial was kind of cute.
It was.
Cute. Yeah.
Even though Monet wasn't in drag, and I wanted her to be in full drag. I was kind of upset. She was like, "I'm coming from the gig," kind of drag.
Wait, although hold on, which queen, or is it just a like drag culture thing for the? Oh, who started that? Was
Okay.
that Laganja?
Laganja started it, but that didn't come from Laganja.
No.
On Drag Race, she didn't was the one that really just wore that out.
Right. Okay.
That was one of the best moments in Untucked history when
still
Bianca
can't do
Del
that.
Rio read the shit out of her. She said, "Girl, let's talk about you." I was like, "Yes, it's a boat read."
Was that where the "What exactly is your talent" line came from? Or the
No,
meme?
that is from an episode prior to that one. That was
Okay.
to Trinity. I mean, Trinity. Come on, Matthew, not Trinity Taylor. There's so many Trinity.
Bonet?
Trinity K. Bonet. Boom. There we go.
Okay.
She's in
How do I
Houston
know
now.
that?
She's in she's actually in Houston,
Aw.
my old city. Oh, shout out H-Town. No, she went to Trinity. She goes, "Tell me one thing that you do well. Go." And she didn't say anything. She goes, "Took too long." It's like if you can't say something off the top of your head, that's an issue. But Bianca was right, because it's like, what is your talent? You should be able to be like, I'm funny, or I can sing, or I can dance, or my face is wonderful. It's a talent in itself. I don't know. Something.
Although I have seen Laganja perform before, and she did turn it out. I will say.
Oh, I heard she
I'll
cuts
watch
up.
it. Yeah.
I heard she cut lots of limbs.
Splits, hanging
Lots
off
of
the
limbs.
shit,
Lots of
hanging
arms
on things,
and dangles.
death
Appendages for
drops.
days.
Like
I
a
mean,
spider cat.
yes, exactly. I mean, she definitely moved around.
She was on So You Think You Can Dance.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my God!
Wait, is
Where
that show
have
still
y'all
on?
been? She was on So You
I'm
Think You
busy.
Can Dance.
I say this every week on the show. I'm
If it's
busy.
not on my Twitter feed, we do not talk about it on this show.
That means it wasn't a big deal. Okay.
I am busy.
No shade, Ganji. I watched, honey. You did pretty good.
I
Even though
liked
you
her.
called the death drop the wrong thing, you actually do dips, honey, because the
Yeah.
death drop is something different and you was appropriating that ballroom culture. But we got you together for that. You good now.
All right.
So, last thing for Celebrity Shade, and I don't know that I have a picture of these. Did you see the Katy Perry shoes?
I did. I know exactly what they look like.
Are they ugly? Probably,
They're
right?
hella fucking
they're
ugly.
hideous. Number
Excuse
one.
my French.
Yes, hideous. But two, like when I saw them as shoes, I was like, all right, that's really ugly. But then when you zoom in on just the face part, which is just the thing.
Yeah, they're like face on the shoes, right? Like a 3-year-old drew 'em.
Well, they're like stuck on.
It
looks like a
yeah,
Mr. Potato
like
Head.
magnets, yeah.
Yeah, like a magnet or Mr. Potato Head.
Yes, they do.
Magnet?
Yeah, they're hideous.
But the the features are like
I have to pull it up.
They look very, very.
They're ugly.
they're
That's
really
that one.
Pedestrian,
ugly,
right?
and people were likening it to blackface because the shoes were black, and they pulled them from sale,
Mm.
and then of course the
Sure, that's why they pulled them from sale. I'm buying that
Not
shit.
They're
Girl,
more
like,
ugly.
they're not cute.
they're
Oh,
That's-
yeah, I did see those.
That's
yeah,
not.
what the.
I honestly didn't get
What
blackface
in the
from
remedial
this.
hell is going on here?
I gotta say it. I didn't get
It's not
blackface
good.
from that. Even
I
I
just got
get it
tacky.
though. I get it though. Oh,
Yeah.
I get it. But I didn't get blackface from that. Not like what we saw with the whole Gucci sweater thing.
No, that was a different thing.
That was weird. I was like, why would anybody want a sweater like that in the first place?
the pulls up over
With
your
a big
face.
old lip. That was weird.
It's
Yeah.
just-
Who's go? Okay, I'll see you at Abby.
How hard would it have been just to draw a little kitty cat face on those shoes and make it cute? Like what?
Clearly, someone had a Mr. Potato Head moment
I'm trying my best.
and was trying to be nostalgic and relive that moment of their
Girl.
childhood, and more power to them.
It's been a weird run for Katy Perry for these last 2 years, honey. We've all been witness to that, because that album definitely.
What you did is there, and I see it.
Girls. Now you know my pun. Now you know my puns. Okay, no, but for real, Tsunami was the only good song. I said it. Boom. The rest of it was womp. Girl, how dare you? You know we love you. You did the Super Bowl, bitch. What happened?
Swish, swish.
Come on, Katie. Then you sat down at the table and had an interesting conversation with Caitlyn Jenner for some odd reason.
Yeah, what was that?
Then you had Amanda Seales there, which I love Amanda, who said what we needed to have said to Caitlyn, because all that privilege in the room was killing me.
Mhm.
And I'm like, Caitlyn, you're
That was just a weird table of people in general. Like, what? Huh?
And then when she cut her hair, that was the biggest regret. And I'm gonna be real with you, I don't like that pixie bob on her at all.
And she's kept it like she meant to do it.
And
like, girl, just grow it back out and get some extensions.
Thank
We
you.
all know it was a mistake. Don't try to keep
the blonde cut is not cute. And then every performance you did for the promo of this album, let's talk about it.
Let's not. Trash.
Swish.
Another one in the basket.
That was terrible. And then Nicki's on it like she's proud.
First of all, on a green screen. Nicki Minaj forever does her features in the comfort of her own home with a green screen, and they will put her.
She's like, you send the crew to
plop
me.
her down in a
Who's
video.
driving that far? For this song, no. Sis.
Whenever I see feature Nicki Minaj, I know when there's a video out, she's gonna be somewhere where she never was. That little mix video, she was a painting. Again,
oh my goodness.
Literally, again,
I hated that.
She's got that in. They're like, let's just put her head in the painting.
It was not cute. Because she's gonna sit here and do all this and dot. If that neck don't break, I don't know what.
She was barely in the Bang Bang video. That was clearly her on her own soundstage, and then
that song.
They had 2 minutes to get the three girls together.
Bang bang, am
That's it. This reminds me of a Shaka Khan story. Before
who resembles Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj resembles Shaka Khan a lot. You never made that?
Yeah.
No, side by side, they look alike.
Oh my god.
Nicki Minaj is like a very young Shaka Khan. It's very weird.
Well, Shaka, back in the day, before everyone just recorded shit on their iPhone and sent it in like Nicki Minaj does, back in the day, you had to go to the recording studio, right?
Mm-hmm. And show up for a video.
And show up for a video, right? So Shaka's on her way to a studio. She's doing like a guest vocal, or she's doing whatever that day. And she gets in a cab, and the cab pulls her up, and she was like, okay, honey, stay right here. I'm just gonna go in, bang this out. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
What?
Yes.
Runs into the studio. She's like, my cab is waiting outside. Where are my lines? Sings flawlessly. Puts the papers down, walks out, gets back in her cab.
Real diva. A real diva. See, those are stories I want to hear about. A bitch that could walk in and go, what's my lines? Let's go.
There you go.
I feel Beyonce's
What's the
one of
melody?
girls.